What episode is this?
We're back. It's episode 5. We haven't had an episode since like September or October.
No, I thought it was summer. No.
Well, it was like end of summer.
Yeah. End of summer.
Yeah, end of summer-ish. But I think, yeah, whatever. It's been a long time, too long. But we're back.
This is episode 5 of Midwest Millennial Moms. Us, sisters.
Being Midwest Millennial Moms, we're very busy. It's hard to get in the stew. Sometimes the stew comes to us. This is, we're special as one of the OG podcasts on the family.
Yes.
So yeah, we're in the stew. We're comfy.
We're
cozy. We're cash. We're ready. All right. Shout outs to the local biz. First things first. Hot Body Pilates.
Oh, I was saying food. Yeah. Hot Bodies Pilates.
Because sister-owned biz on the sister pod. Like, love them. Love the vibes. Love the energy. Love the atmosphere.
Yes.
Positive. We've been hitting it hard, getting those hot bodies.
They're located on Central Avenue in Portage, Indiana.
Yes, ma'am. Love them.
They have a variety of classes with a variety of instructors.
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite being David, because he was our first. And
yes, you
never
forget your first.
Yeah,
you know. And there was one more thing. Oh, so the classes are heated.
Yes.
And they have yoga as well. And I want to say they might have an unheated yoga class, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
But the heating is not that bad. So just don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, but I could see how I would understand if you didn't like it because of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very because sometimes I'm even like...
It's a little overwhelming, but like then you sweat more and you feel like you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then moving on to food.
Caribbean Roots in Miller Beach.
We just had it.
So good.
Very good. Is there any Caribbean food around here? It's probably the only.
Yeah, I think there's a little place in Hobart, but it's not very like popular, well known, I don't think. So yeah,
the vibe was cute too. They had picture. It was like bright colored.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's like Jamaican food in Hobart as well. Jamaican and Caribbean in Hobart, but yeah, not a lot otherwise. And this was more like lunchy to go, like you order, you sit down, you eat instead of like a restaurant.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Everything was very fresh, very good.
We made
very delicious.
A bowl with jerk chicken.
Yes.
And some rice. Did you get beans? You're usually a bean girl.
I think I got beans.
You're either a bean girl or you're not.
Yeah, I'm a bean girl.
I would think I'm
like
a bean girl.
You give major bean girl energy.
Yeah, and you're the bean girl?
I'm a bean girl. What can I say? You don't like any beans?
I'll eat it in like chili.
Okay.
But I don't in like bean dip.
Abby. Okay,
but not like
so Chipotle. You don't get any beans.
I'll get like refried or I think pinto beans. Pinto
at Chipotle.
Yeah, I don't really eat Chipotle though. I will, but it's not my go-to.
Okay. Fair enough.
But black beans.
Really?
Yes.
Those are like one of the.
I know everybody like
more mild like.
Yeah, that's
palatable bean.
No, not for.
They're not as mushy.
Not for me.
Huh. But you're a texture person.
Yes, I am.
I like black beans, but I've taken a liking toward like white beans lately. I'm in my white bean era.
Okay.
Yes. No, like.
And like
no
lentils, is that a bean? I wouldn't consider it a bean, but I
don't know. I'm not into lentils.
See, I am.
So,
and you look like a lentil girl.
Oh, reverse roles. Okay.
Yeah.
Enough about beans.
Yeah.
Those other we lost some listeners just there. Those like fried plantain things that they had were fire.
From Caribbean Roots.
Yeah, those were in the bowl, like on the side. You
They
could
were
get
like
sweet or you could get sweet or like not sweet, I guess.
Well, we got sweet.
We got sweet and they were so good.
That was the way to go.
So good. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
For the local shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
Support your local business.
Always.
Mom's Unplugged. So these are our silly questions. Do we have like a timer going or we're just winging it?
No.
Okay. It's been like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
7
are
of
we
it's
doing
spent on beans?
Are we
Maybe we can edit. It may look like more. Well, no, it's. I was thinking morning because the pajamas, but you wear pajamas at night too.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
It is nighttime. Sunday night football's on.
Yes, although we are not watching.
Yeah, the Chiefs are playing.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah. Usually Instagram tells me because Taylor's there.
Okay.
And I saw fit, so I don't know if they already played earlier in the day, if they're playing right now, but
okay,
football's on.
Yes, it's over soon. Super Bowl's coming.
The Kendrick Lamar show is coming,
yes. Which is concert,
which is something we were discussing later.
Yes. So, do you want to do a football position debrief? Are we in the mood for that?
I can do a couple.
All right. So we had this fun idea to look up football positions and then guess what their purpose is on the team, what role they play on the team, because we are clueless about football.
And
there's like 3 positions we knew.
Yeah,
and we're like, wait, there's 20?
I think there's like
30, 20 positions.
I've been seeing a lot of videos of like girls will be like reading and there's like an audio of like, man, he really laid it down. He's really like putting it in him. And it's like when your husband's football game starts to sound like your smut books.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
They are so dirty.
So dirty. Because some of these positions, I'm like,
yeah.
Like the tight end.
Tight end being wide receiver. Linebacker. Quarterback.
Travis Kelce is a tight end, right?
Yes, he is.
And it's just a coincidence?
I think.
Or do they?
I don't know.
Is the requirement?
Are you required to have a tight end?
We'll have to Google it.
What are the other ones?
So what does a tight end do?
So they
I know. I'm reading it.
Okay, so if I'm guessing, so I don't know why the hell they'd be called a tight end.
Yeah.
So, because I'm kind of thinking, like, does it mean what it says? Like, okay,
I don't think so.
Because like tight end, and they're like all in a little.
I think of like a like you grab the football at a touchdown.
Oh yeah,
like you gotta bring it in,
bring that ball,
bring it to the end.
Yeah, because like running,
and he'd be doing that a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He'd
be
catching
doing
that ball.
Yeah, but I thought that's what like the wide receiver did.
That's again what I would think, because like you're going wide,
so maybe
far to receive.
Wide
the ball.
is like if you're on the side, and tight's like if you're in the middle.
Oh, okay. Because don't they have, you have to be like in the middle of the field and like out of the field
They're
too?
like always in a line.
Yes, there's always a line. Offensive line? Is it offensive?
Lineman. Offensive lineman.
I think it's offensive line, or
isn't that what Jason Kelce was?
Offensive or offensive? Offensive. Like offensive person? Offensive
lineman. Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be offensive?
What else?
Well, a tight end, it says, is an offensive lineman it's a hybrid between an offensive lineman and a wide receiver. They line up next to the offensive line, and their primary roles include blocking and receiving.
Oh, isn't that what they all do?
Basically.
Block and receive.
And throw occasionally.
Yeah, I think only the quarterback throws.
Oh, yeah.
Which is weird. I never thought about that. The other ones don't get to throw.
Never. He's always throwing.
Yeah.
His job is throw.
Yes.
Wide receiver. We would think it's someone who catches the wide passes.
Uh-huh.
A wide receiver is a player on the offense who is tasked with catching the quarterback's passes.
Okay.
They are usually the fastest players on the team.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Okay.
A nose tackle is one position I've
nose
never heard of, but let's see.
They're probably the ones who are like in the front, like with their
like, like
ready to go,
ready to plow through.
Yeah.
So a nose tackle is a defensive lineman who lines up directly over the center and puts pressure on the offensive team's quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the quarterback, obviously. Safety. What safety is happening in football?
Oh, I bet safeties probably protect the quarterback.
Okay. Safety is the last line of defense with the responsibility to stop the offensive team from getting past them.
Okay.
So not really protect, but
they're protecting their
the field.
side of the field. They don't want them to get past.
And honestly, I hear linebacker a lot, but I have no idea what it is.
No, not a clue.
Can't even but
I know they're like big, so they probably like are also pushing into people.
Linebackers are a defensive team position that plays behind the defensive line and in front of the defensive backs. They are responsible for stopping the run and the pass. So like if a dude called me a linebacker, like trying to offend me, I'd be like, yeah, bitch. Like I hold it down. I hold this shit down. I'm going to have a quick response to that.
I don't know. I think we're doing better at this than I.
Yeah. Well, I think I will be honest. Like I have looked it up since
our original plan. Okay.
We took too long.
Then let's move on to the FMK. Master Splinter, Nosferatu, and Homer Simpson.
Those are dirty. Master Splinter. I can't even think what he's the rat from, but like what is he really like? Is he like what's that cake that the people are making? Let me explain. Or
like, is it cake?
No, they're making cakes where they put people.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. The
Hear Me Out.
Hear Me Out.
Hear Me Out. Is he?
See a Hear Me Out.
We should do a round of Hear Me Out. Okay, Splinter. Are we talking live action? Or
there's a live action.
There's There's multiple Splinters. Oh, and then there's just like fan art. Okay, so just like
I just want to hear yours.
Okay, Splinter. Have you thought about this? Because this is actually my first time seeing it. Okay, well, Nosferatu is he is a yearner, and I need that in a man. So,
he's definitely a yearner.
Nosferatu I would probably marry Nosferatu.
Okay,
and it's like you're trying to scare me into. Or from a 6'3" man with a mustache. Get out of here. So yeah, he's husband.
Okay.
And then wait, kill Homer Simpson. Like
kill him.
Yeah. Done.
Bye.
Easy. Like what is he? He's just like always up to something. Yeah. Like he's just like stressed.
Just doesn't get it.
Yeah. So obviously.
Bye.
We're getting it on with Master Splinter. And honestly, like I want to
do a move.
Yeah, like whipping you around.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got some freaky moves.
That do you agree?
I think I agree. Yeah. I think I agree.
And I could see Master Splinter being like,
yeah, I don't know, like
too busy for me.
Yeah,
yeah. He's got to like
all those fucking kids.
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles,
and it's like, do I want to handle your turtles?
I don't want no 4-step turtles. True. Nosferatu's got no baggage.
And like, are we living in the sewer?
Yeah, you'd be living in the sewer.
I have a haunted mansion.
Nosferatu has a big ass mansion on a hill.
Yeah, I can just like wander around the forest and read books while he yearns for my
go
blood.
Wherever you want.
Yes,
he'll come to you.
He really is a romantic.
He summoned a real estate agent.
Summoned
just
telepathically.
Yes. just so he could get to homegirl.
Yeah, like nothing's stopping him.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you agree? That's great.
That, yeah.
For a question, which one? No, I would really want to ask this one. Who would you want to play you in a movie about your life? Because our lives are that memorable and need a story.
I know. I don't know, because I've always thought like Kristen Wiig.
Okay, I see
like
it.
We have a similar vibe and kind of like could pass as me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think her, but like shit. At this point, maybe Lily Rose Depp.
Oh,
like 4 heads.
5 heads.
She's a great actress.
Yeah,
apparently.
but I would love to see her in like a more like not a maybe a rom-com, but like you know,
like just more of a regular person.
Yeah, or even like because I'm sure she's going to.
Yeah.
She did excellent. She's great.
Yeah.
But I've only seen her in the one with The Weeknd, and then Nosferatu. So
okay. I don't think I saw that one with The Weeknd. Who would you choose?
Probably. Well, if we're going by looks.
Yeah, I feel like
I want to like
looks have to play a little bit into it. Otherwise, you could
Kate
just
McKinnon. Weird Barbie, but like she doesn't look like me.
I mean,
she's
could
hilarious.
pass it off. I mean, you just can't choose any like Zoe Kravitz. Like she can't really look.
I feel like Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, that'd be a
good.
good one for you.
But
okay.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, I've been told the 50 Shades of Grey girl.
Dakota.
But I don't really like her. As, like she's like nothing against her, but she's not
kind of corny. Like she's like Kristen Stewart-ish,
yes,
like the way she acts.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anybody like young or like new and up and coming that I could choose. But I mean, I wish I did.
Kristen Wiig's good.
Yeah. Okay, if you found out I got in trouble with HR at work and had a meeting, what would you think the meeting is about?
I would think like getting in a verbal altercation with a parent. Like in a good, like protecting someone or like you got a little too because like they brought the smoke and you know right and like not like too bad, but they're just like you gotta calm down, you know, like it happened, chill. We get it, like we got it, we're adults. Take a deep breath. Right. Maybe. I didn't really think about that one, but I couldn't really see. You're a rule follower.
No, what?
You're a rule follower, so
I don't know what I would think that you got in trouble. Maybe like
well, is this too soon?
Yeah, I was gonna say sleeping on the job,
which I have done in our nap room for falling asleep with the kids. But I have an assistant in there, so I was like, I'm just gonna lay next to him, and if I fall asleep, wake me up when they start waking up. Like I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
and me and my little baby's just laid on the floor,
just like calling off too much, or like because mine I could see like being late.
Okay,
me,
yes,
so,
you are.
I'm very tardy,
which is surprising to me.
Yeah,
I don't know why are you. I think it's the kids and the dog, and it's not really your fault.
It's not
right.
Well,
okay.
I'm just a late person
because I used to be, but I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it's like a fault.
And
it's like
usually,
a character default.
And usually when I am, it's because the kids, the dog, like I gotta take care of other people before me. It's way easier when I'm like just by myself.
Yeah, that doesn't help my case having all that. But like even when it is just me, I don't know.
You like lay around too long.
Yeah, like I always think I have more time than I do.
See,
and the time like flies by. And
okay, so I'm complete opposite where I'm sometimes like, okay, I give myself too much time.
Okay.
You know, like I won't do if something starts at 6, I won't do something at 2:00.
Yeah.
So I'm finding balance.
I'll just be like, oh, like I have to leave at, okay, let's say I have to leave at like 6:45 and it's like 6:15. I'm like, I could probably like stay here till 6:30.
Okay. So I'm like getting ready to go at 6:15. Like
and it never works out for me. I don't know why. And I hate being early. I don't know why. Like,
well, I'll just sit in my car and like, if I got 10 minutes to spare, like, catch up on some things.
It's something that I do need to work on.
It's good. We love an accountable queen.
We do.
For Pop Culture Playground, we're going to talk about some great things, actually.
Yes.
Starting with Queer Eye, because they're actually going on tour.
We need to go.
And they're coming to Chicago.
When?
I don't remember.
Okay.
And I don't think the tickets were too bad.
What are they gonna do on their tour though?
I don't know, but I honestly don't really care.
I don't care
I just
either.
like want to hear them talk to each other and I feel like it's just gonna be like that. I would love it if like we could ask like the crowd ask questions. And stuff, because that would be cool.
Q&A.
Yeah, but I don't really know. And then Jonathan Van Ness is also doing like his own, like he kind of does stand up here and there, but he's not coming to Chicago. I think
stand up.
Yeah. You didn't know?
No.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Oh yeah, but I think he's going to Indy, and I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, we should go.
So
but I think like if there was one person, you know how they're like, if there's a famous person you could hang out with, who would it be? I think it'd be him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is
for the day. Like, so funny, so fun.
So, yeah, we love you, Jonathan Van Ness.
Yes.
The new season 8.
I don't know.
I can't even believe.
I know.
So backstory, we used to watch the OG Queer Eye for the straight guy. Our mother loved it.
When it was Queer Eye for the straight guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they only did straight men.
Yeah.
And like gave them a whole like same kind of makeover.
Turning point.
Yeah.
And like it was the TLC started.
I think so.
It was like when Say Yes to the Dress and like
no, it was before that.
I thought Say Yes to the Dress started like a long time ago. I think they're on like season 80.
I don't know, but I don't remember that. But
and also when like that Thai guy would go like renovate people's houses, like
there was a lot
era.
of. It was kind of like before HGTV.
Yes,
but they all the shows like started
What
on
Not
there.
to Wear. Maybe
What Not to Wear.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Not Say Yes to the Dress. What Not to Wear.
What Not to Wear was a big one.
They need to. Do they have that again? They need to bring that back.
They had it for. They like did bring it back.
They tried.
And now I think like it's. I don't know if they're still making it though.
That was Stacey and Clinton.
Yes.
Clinton.
And they were the originals, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then they were also in the like reboot.
Okay. So Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. I really
and then like the one where they like remodeled each other's, what was it? They like
switch like families kind of
like the two neighbors
or the neighbors
would like each like renovate
House
each other's
swap?
maybe
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
because that was a good one too.
Yeah, and like sometimes they'd just go nuts and like hate it, and that was interesting.
How awkward.
That was interesting.
It would be cool to do like family members. Like I would trust you to renovate my house over like a neighbor.
Yeah,
it had to have
weird.
been
it was
like
just for TV.
Yeah, it's not really their neighbor.
Yeah. So we watched the original, and then they came back new
Netflix new cast.
Queer guys, and now they're just Queer Eye. They do
women,
men and women, queer, straight, whatever. They just do anybody who
non-binary.
Yeah, anybody who gets nominated.
Yeah.
Which I love.
And I love when they do like they'll remodel like a fire station or like an
like
office, a classroom, a bus. Like those are cool.
One was awesome.
They did a wedding this season. So I would love that.
Yeah. The wedding was cool. And then they did, remember, so there was one guy and he's like a show guy, like a magician, the dragon guy. Piff the dragon guy.
Oh, yeah.
And they did like his, I don't know, I think he just stays in the hotel that he probably gets like free hotel room and board or whatever for the place he's at. So they just did like this cool like dog park
outside.
That was cute. That is cute. But I think that's one of my favorite parts is seeing the remodel.
Well, yeah. So they had lost a cast member. I don't know like what the issue was. I know he left, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like he didn't get fired or anything.
And he didn't die.
Yeah. He's still around. And then so they replaced him. And I used to be a huge stan of the old guy, but now I'm like, oh, I think I like this. I mean, I don't want to like pit them against each other, but
yeah, they're both great.
They're both
they
great.
Can both be great.
They're both great. But like they did very well. I was nervous because it was holding the other past character up to a higher stand. Like
I love past character. I can't remember his name right now. Bobby. Okay, I loved him.
Yes.
His remodels were great, like they were good, but this guy's
are like insane.
Like I don't know if he got like a better budget.
Yeah,
but like his are amazing.
Insane. Yeah,
he does a really good job, and I love how he makes it like personal. Like he takes him.
Bobby did do that.
Did he?
Yeah,
I don't remember
mean,
that.
I think so. Like
he takes them to like do something beforehand, like pick out like and it's like very personal. Like he'll pick out
like your grandmother's like sand from the house that your grandfather built. Like
no, he does do that shit too. He does do that shit too.
And like spread the sand in a picture frame and make it
like super personal stuff like that. But he'll also be like, okay, if this person loves like antiques and stuff or has like a really like vintage eclectic taste, he'll like take them to this like awesome antique store and have them pick out like a statement piece to like design the whole like place around.
Yeah.
Or like the one I just watched was the library guy, the librarian, and he had like all these candles. Like he loved candles, but they were just like so many different scents. He freaking took them to make his own like personal scent and got all these candles in his personal scent, like just stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And he's always crying.
And he's like, you guys have been doing this for a while. It's my first season.
Yeah, he's sweet.
Yeah, I love him.
So definitely get on Queer Eye.
But I only watched up until Librarian. I think that's like maybe halfway. Have you watched the whole season?
I finish it and like I always just I spend my weekend binging Queer Eye.
I know I need
when
to
it's coming
because I love it. But do you have a favorite like in the early ones? Favorite episode?
I love the first one.
The showgirl?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that too. She looked good.
So good.
Afterwards.
Loved that one.
Yeah, I really liked that one too.
That was probably my favorite one, honestly.
Yeah. But then I think it was the next one after that with she was also like an older mother. Her kids were like early 20s. And her husband just like went to the Philippines.
Yes.
And like never returned.
Yes, that was dirty.
Oh my God.
That was dirty work.
Dirty work.
Yeah.
I was like, what? So that was a good one. They're all pretty good. I think this season, there was just like one. It might have been that Piff one that I was just but sometimes there's like two, maybe three that I'm not really into. Yeah.
But this one, like, no skips.
Yeah, for sure.
Then, did you see One of Them Days?
Yes.
You saw it?
Yeah.
You liked it?
I loved it.
Yes, I did too.
So
it's definitely for the black girls. Like sometimes I was like, do I laugh? Like, because like you could tell they were like kind of making fun of themselves in a way, like kind of being stereotypical.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was like how like Mean Girls was very stereotypical to like the basic white girl. Yeah. So, obviously everyone's allowed to laugh at basic white girls, but I was just like, but I could tell like we needed that movie. It was good. It was just like it felt like a classic.
Yeah, it's like very classic.
I got vibes of like Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
And what's that? Marlon Wayne's like the Compton, like West Side, don't sip. It's like a long title.
Yeah, because it's like a parody of all the
all the classic
hood classics from the 90s.
It gave me like a mix of that.
Yeah, because Anthony thought it was going to be, I don't know if he heard this or something, but like a girl version of like Friday.
Okay.
Which it kind of was.
Yeah, I got Friday vibes too.
And he was like, even with the bully, like I was dying that there was like Bernice the bully.
And the part where they went to get a loan. I was dying. So they were very relatable scenes.
Yeah. And just like wild, like out there funniness. So we were kind of expecting it to be a little bit more funny, but it's also like one of those when you like look back on it and it's like funnier when you remember the scenes, and like gets funnier the older it gets, like Friday.
Yeah.
But I just wanted there to be like that one scene that was like stand out, like you could not stop laughing. But I don't know.
That scene for me was the loan scene. Honestly, I was laughing at both of them, but
that was a really, really that was a really good scene.
I resonated
with that
deep.
Girl.
Yes, I resonated deep with SZA because
it was giving like me and you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about.
Because I related to Keke Palmer's character.
Proud of SZA's growth.
Like, you need a plan. I loved how it had like the classic movie structure of like they fight, but then it didn't take too long.
I hate when they like
it, like
prolong
on that part. Like it didn't like drag at all.
Because it's only movies are getting too long to where even like the best of movies, Wicked, like I was like, this is so long.
Yeah.
I love this movie, but but I understand like musicals, you can't touch musicals, but just some movies are so long, and it's like you could have cut that part off, but this was like
especially like a lighthearted comedy.
Yeah,
like just
they don't need to be more than an hour and 30, 40 minutes.
Don't need to make any part of it too serious. Yeah, definitely a classic.
I think it got like a pretty high Rotten Tomato score, like 96, I think they said.
Yeah.
Which I always trust Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's like my go-to.
Yeah. That was a really good one. I really liked that movie.
And it was produced by Issa Rae.
Yeah.
And Keke Palmer and SZA. Like, I feel like they had really good chemistry.
Yeah.
They were hilarious. I love Keke Palmer though. Like,
so
I
do
want
I.
her
She's
in
so
all the
funny.
movies.
Yeah. And then Maud Apatow.
Yes. Yes.
Who I token white girl.
Yes. I related to her as well.
Yeah. Okay. Are we talking about Wicked? Is there anything left to say about Wicked?
Can you watch it now? Stream it?
It's on something. Yeah, I think it might be like Apple TV or like something. Paramount Plus. It's on one of the networks.
Got it.
So yeah, you can do that.
Actually, one thing I want to mention about Wicked is I synced it up with my menstrual cycle on accident. I didn't even mean to do it, but I saw it on two different occasions, and my reactions were different both times.
Yeah.
So like me and my cousin, we saw Wicked like in Chicago when it was like out. And like
the first weekend, right? Opening weekend.
Yeah, because her mom's, I don't know if her mom like got it, because she used to get like, because she's a nurse at a Chicago hospital, so they would like shut the like Six Flags down to like employees and their families, so we would like go there. I don't know if they like just gave her tickets or she just bought us tickets, I don't know. But anyway, we saw it and it was like we loved it, and then so we went to see it together, and I didn't like get as emotional as I thought I would, like cry, because everyone was like, you're gonna cry, and like I it was a beautiful message, and I thought I'd be crying more because usually I'm a crier at movies. And I realized I was in my follicular state. Because then I saw it again with Mom like weeks later. And I was like way more emotional. And I'm like, I was cried more and just like felt it differently. Whereas the first time I was like happy and like, yeah, this is so cool. I love this. And then the second time I was like, oh my God, this is so
interesting.
Like the animals. Like, And then so the first time I saw it, I was in follicular, and then the second time I saw it, I was in luteal. And those are different, very different.
Yeah, like opposite
psyches. Yeah.
Interesting concepts.
Yes.
And we have been like trying to, because we're like, we need to go see
Gladiator 2 ovulating.
Gladiator 2 when we're ovulating. And like Baby Girl when we're ovulating.
Yes.
Which I never saw either of those. I never saw either.
You didn't see Baby Girl?
No.
Baby Girl.
I almost feel like I don't need to see it at this point. Like I've heard so much about it that I'm just like, I feel like it's kind of ruined.
Well, I heard a lot about it and I still wasn't prepared.
Oh, okay.
So you just got to see it, you know? You got to experience
I do want
it.
to see it for sure.
I saw it that ovulating, not on purpose. So I'm like, I got to start planning movies to my cycle.
I like that.
Because they do workout cycle syncing where they, but I kind of like, I won't work out when I'm on my period.
Yeah.
That's like,
I feel like I'm not.
I would like
don't
walk.
have like I don't have that many like workout options to like choose different ones in my different phases. Like I'm doing Pilates and that's it. I try to walk. So like it's either like I'm going or I'm not. And then I'm either gonna be like, or I'm gonna be like, but like,
I really just don't work out on my period
and the menstrual.
Yeah, because
it's hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, and we shouldn't.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
It's our time.
Should be resting.
Yeah.
Duh.
Rest. Ultimatum, the reality show.
Is this the second season or the third? Because they threw a queer one in there, but they don't count. Like that's its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's its own. So I think this is the third of like just regular heterosexual.
And I actually I've never even seen the first season.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's two.
So the second season, I think,
was... Oh, you saw the second?
Yes, that's the first season I saw.
Okay.
And then I already like knew who the winners were the first, so I don't know. I just, once you know, you don't really care. So then this first season, which I don't even remember the characters.
Yeah.
I sometimes just feel like all the shows get
blend together.
And I'm like, oh,
because
God.
then they bring some of them back into other shows. So that really makes it hard.
Yes.
I remember one or two couples in particular from like one of the seasons. Doesn't matter. But yeah, like this one. It's not my favorite like reality show, but
yeah,
you know, it's bingeable.
Yeah.
And this one was interesting.
All the girls all the guys were way like too icky for the girls.
Yeah.
We need to do better, ladies.
Yes.
We need to do better. You don't need that man.
Please. And then like the fact that those like bombshell girls, like great personalities, great, like look great. Are awesome.
No
like,
flaws.
We're just like dragging those like guys like marry me. Like no. But hopefully they just wanted to be on TV because I get that.
We'll respect that. Yes.
Yes. But like they were all so cute. I was bummed. So spoiler alert, but like 2 or 3 of the couples just like bounce out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that was wild.
And I was kind of disappointed because I would have loved to see like what happened with that. Well, there was one couple that was lame. They wouldn't have got a lot of camera time. But then like there was that one girl who was with Nick, and I think that would have been really interesting.
Yes.
To see.
But he was like, come the reunion, he was like weird.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't feel safe with him type stuff. And I always wonder, like, as much as I'd love to be on TV, like do one of those, maybe not really a dating one, but like be on reality TV, like you're strangers. Like, like you don't know that person. Yeah. So it is kind of weird. Like, do they have to share a bed? Like I can't imagine like just meeting someone for the first time and then sleeping in the same bed with them.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Be weird.
That's
some of them like did the couch bed thing for a while, but
even then I feel like I'd be like scared. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Are you gonna kill me? But I think there's like always cameras, so that would be a little bit more.
Yeah.
But then sometimes they'll like, I don't know, that's a weird one because I think they still like live their normal life while they're filming, which is not typical for like reality shows. I
Yeah.
think they still like go to work, like hang out with people, because there's always random drama that comes up later. And then they're like, well, when the cameras were off, they went out and met up with so-and-so. So yeah, that's an interesting one. The season was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Like, it was okay. You know. Anything else about the ultimatum?
No.
Okay. All right. Celeb news and gas.
Congrats to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. And even though it hasn't been confirmed from the source, Zendaya and Tom Holland.
I heard like Tom's dad kind of like confirmed.
Oh, I did see something, but I just like don't believe anything until like they say it. Like but I like.
But I think they're the couple that's not going to like confirm it.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I do hope they like share pictures.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they would.
Yeah, they probably would. I feel like they're also not going to like rush into a wedding.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be engaged for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll share pictures.
I hope.
I don't know.
Someone has to. How can just like one, like one.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. But they're pretty private, I think.
They are.
Selena and Benny.
So I love you love both of the couples.
Yeah.
It's giving like golden
Healthy.
retriever, black cat energy, and that's what we need to strive for. I love how they let them do their thing and they just support them.
Shine.
Yeah, we don't want men.
Yeah. It's like Taylor and Travis.
Yeah.
Like
they do their own thing. They're not controlling.
We want that type of example in the media for our children. Okay. Timothy Chalamet on SNL
was amazing. Did you see Into the Unknown?
No.
I saw it, and I like know Bob Dylan, but I don't I don't really know much about him at all. So it's hard because I didn't really like him, but I still love Timothy.
Yeah.
So like I was just thinking like he did a good job playing him, you know, like he did
convincing.
Yeah, he did. I think he did wonderful. I think I heard that he like took lessons, like vocal lessons, I think harmonica lessons. So like appreciate the dedication.
Yeah, I like him as an actor.
Love him as an actor.
A good actor.
So good. He's giving like kind of like Johnny Depp, like just a very versatile actor. Like he can play really any role. I guess we haven't seen him in like a scary role or like a horror, like suspenseful role.
Yeah.
But I think he would do good at it. And I think he does good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Johnny Depp is very like, I feel like all his characters are weird, just like out there.
He's got a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He really does. If you really think about it, the Leonardo DiCaprio one,
I guess
Cry Baby.
Yeah, like because I forget about early Johnny Depp. Yeah, because like older Johnny Depp was like,
and I could see like Timothy
doing that.
Yeah, like getting into the weird.
But
roles.
he's got more of like a, I think a better personality, like as just himself.
Oh yeah,
it seems like
talking like movie role, like as an actor. Johnny Depp, I don't know what's going on with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we love him. He's having his moment, and we love that for him.
But I heard it seemed like a lot of people liked him on SNL. Like they were.
I didn't know he could like sing. So
I didn't either. And then
cool.
I saw him in Bob Dylan, the Bob Dylan movie. So I was like, was he singing? And I mean, it did actually sound like him singing.
Yeah. That's cool. I like when they actually like sing if they're playing that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like funny skit. Did you see the one I sent you of like the workout?
Yeah, so good.
So yeah, I'm excited to see more of those clips.
Do you know there's a movie coming out about like the start of SNL?
Yeah, it's out.
What?
Yeah, it's out. I think it's on Netflix.
What? I thought it was coming to the movies. I want to see it.
I don't know. There's a movie called Saturday Night on Netflix right now, and I started it last night. But I wasn't really like in the mood for it at the time because I'm also watching that series American Primeval?
I have no idea.
It's on Netflix. It's like a very serious show of like the Wild West back in the 1850s.
Okay.
But you'd probably like it. It's like,
Really?
yeah, it's like, there's a lot of like drama happening between like the settlers, the Native American tribes, and the like serious drama, like wars and stuff. And the, like U.S. Army that's like stationed out in the West. So it's like Wild West.
Okay.
But it's very like
scripted.
It's scripted and it's very like intense, very intense. So, but
Is it like kind of
very serious,
gory too, like Game of Thrones,
sorta,
but not.
Yeah. So anyway, I was watching that and then like I like tried to start a movie, but I was too like wrapped up in that. So I just couldn't get into the Saturday night movie and then I just stopped it and went and watched the show again. But I think it is on not SNL, Netflix.
Yeah, I would actually love to be a writer on SNL.
Yeah.
Like the skits.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, I could have, like, why didn't you add this? Or like, why'd you go there?
Yeah.
Like they just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they could do better. But ultimately, like, it's pretty good.
SNL classic. All right, the Blake and Justin drama.
What is happening?
I've been wanting to hear your thoughts because like all these, it's so crazy.
Well, I'm absolutely 1,000% on his side. Have always like, I'm a girl's girl through and through, but not.
I got a little nervous when
I did too.
She dropped all that like
I did too
info and I'm like, I don't know. I could see him maybe
because there are mean girls in this world, and she comes off as a mean girl.
Yeah, she
and
does.
I've seen like other interviews, and like she's very like, if it's not about me, then I'm gonna throw a fit type of personality, which, and like we don't like that.
Sarcastic, like to a fault, like
kind of like bullying,
a mean sarcasm, like when it's like not funny. Yeah, bullying sarcasm.
Yeah.
And so there was that. And then I'm like, okay, but that doesn't mean that she can't be sexually harassed just because we don't like her and she's a mean girl.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh my God, is Justin Baldoni like a narcissist? Is he playing all of us?
Yeah.
Is he just like acting like he's that way? So I was a little nervous. And then did you see the like raw footage of the slow dance?
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like,
and then I'm like, oh my God.
So she probably had a crush on him and he probably,
I don't think that's it.
Or just like, it wasn't all about her.
Yeah, I think that they had two totally different visions for the movie, totally different like styles.
But wasn't he a director?
Yeah, I thought she was too.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how she got to be a director because I think
why are there two directors? There's only one director.
I don't know. I know.
And I honestly
either she was the director or she wasn't and she wanted to be,
and
that was causing issues.
I feel like that's more it.
Yeah.
We have to find out. But
let me Google, did Blake Lively? Because then there was like the sequel, and they're like, are you going to direct the sequel? He's like, no, I think Blake's ready to direct, like throwing shade.
Yeah, he did say that. And it sucks because even from the beginning, like before I even saw it or any of this, like I was so annoyed that she made it seem like it was like this cutesy rom-com that you go, it's like, no, this is about domestic violence. Like, yeah. And she never like advocated for domestic violence and but then
it was like, oh, that was the plan. That was the plan. Like it came out at some point
like
that
gaslighting the viewers,
that like they didn't want to like make it too heavy and nobody go see it. So they wanted to focus, like they were directed to focus on Lily's resilience and it being like an empowering movie. She, I think, went too far the other way. Like, oh, it's a cute, funny movie. Yeah. Or like, she was like totally.
I literally thought it was like a rom-com.
Me too.
And then I don't know, look more into it or something, or like.
I didn't. Yeah. I went there thinking it was a rom-com and got that. And
yeah, you were gaslit.
So she was not a director.
Yeah,
she
so
was
like,
she was a producer, but not the
Okay.
director. So yeah, she was like,
yeah,
just from that like raw footage clip alone, when they were not arguing, but like bantering back and forth about like what they should be doing,
Yeah.
because it was like a no sound clip. And like where they should, she made a comment about the light should be like blocked and like they should be talking, and he didn't think they should be talking. And yeah, so she for one was way too like, not bossy, but like out of her lane.
Yeah.
And I think they just had totally different visions, and she wanted it her way, and was like, when she didn't get it, was like being like, mean girl sarcasm. And I think he was trying to like kind of push back, and she didn't like that. And I think it was just like a complete clash and like difference of opinion that snowballed into this craziness.
Yeah. But where did the sexual assault, right? Did she say she said that?
Either sexual assault or harassment.
Harassment, I think.
Because
what's the difference?
Well, I think
assault's like
doing
doing the act.
Like they're touching.
But harassment is like verbal?
Yeah, I think harassment's more like verbal and like
implying.
Yeah.
And like, what did she say he implied?
Well, there was, she said she made a claim that like one time that, I think she said he would come into her dressing room when she was breastfeeding.
Yes. And then he came back with the text that she invited him. So like,
and then there was one that like he wanted to shoot the like, birthing scene with like no like something covering her bottom half, and there was like people, just too many people around, and they could see her, I don't know, it was weird. And then there was one that she said like he was like caressing her neck with his lips and was like, you smell so good, and like wanted to talk about like what Ryan and her like did or talked about like sexually. But then like I think that's why he released the clip, because that was literally the thing she described, and you can see that like he nuzzles into her neck like for the scene, and then he says something like, is my beard on you? And she's like, oh, it's fine, but I probably smell like my spray tan. And he's like, it's okay, it smells good. And like, so it was just like totally,
it was platonic and for the scene.
Yeah, it was like for the scene, and she like, it seems like she spun it to like look bad, not knowing that there was like evidence otherwise.
And then did you see Deadpool?
No.
So I don't think this is a spoiler, but there's many different, they somehow many different versions of Deadpool like are happening in the movie. Like there's a baby pool, a lady pool. Okay. There's like different Deadpools.
Like Spider-Man.
Yes, but they showed a clip back to a scene of a Deadpool. It was like, I don't remember his name, what they called him, Pool, but it was like they had a side by side of the clip, and then Justin, how do you say it, Baldoni, of like him with long hair, because he used to have long hair and like a man bun, and like, you know how he like claims to be a feminist. Or so the Deadpool that Ryan was talking about was like basically kind of making fun of like him. We got to find the clip.
Yeah.
But it was like he had long hair. Ryan Gosling had long hair, and he like kind of talked about like feminism and like, so I was like, oh, they're both meanies.
Yeah. Like, they're just like Hollywood bullies.
Yeah. And then I saw a podcast, don't know who it was. They were talking about how like everybody loves Ryan Reynolds, but like he actually is kind of like a mean guy, but like comes off as like, it's almost like it's giving like when you bully a girl because you like her, like that. Because like they were showing his tweets like to Blake, and it's like happy birthday to some actor, like may all your dreams come true, and happy birthday to my wife.
Yeah,
like it's
I've
funny,
seen stuff like that.
but like it's not.
Yeah. So maybe they both just have that like sense of humor that like it's funny when you're mean to someone.
Yeah.
Maybe they both have that sense of humor. But yeah, I didn't want to like choose a side. I didn't even want to have an opinion about it. But I keep seeing stuff and I'm like, oh, okay, this seems like they just have a difference of opinion and they just like clashed too much. And like she threw a punch like at him, so he's got to come back. And it's just like, why are you even suing each other? It's weird.
Like the movie.
It's not that serious.
I mean, it is, but honestly, I was like, oh, this movie was like, I want to see what, because there's a second book. Yeah. So I was like, I want to read the second book. Oh my, it's, I don't know how y'all girls like Colleen Hoover's writing. I felt like I was reading a 12-year-old. I'm all for young adult books, but this was not supposed to be a young adult. So it was like I was reading
like
a 12-year-old's
like
writing.
Twilight,
yeah. So like.
So I read one Colleen Hoover book, Verity, which they're also making into a movie.
Okay.
And it was good.
Okay. I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, it was good. Maybe it's because that was more of like a thriller.
Okay.
Like it's more like thriller / like
which
a
is my
sexy
bag.
Thriller. Yeah. But I think if maybe she's not so good at like the love, like serious love story. Like maybe the topic was too heavy for her writing style.
Because wasn't she in that
I think
type
it was her mom.
of? Okay.
I think the story was like her mom's. It was like inspired by her mom or something, I thought.
Yeah. Well, I didn't read the first one, so maybe the first one was better.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like any really like abuse in the second one. It was just him being like verbally.
Yeah.
But there wasn't like physical.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the first book was written, but the second one I did not like.
I didn't like.
But now there's not going to be a second one.
Oh no,
they can't change the whole
he won't
character.
be in it. Yeah.
Maybe she might.
They could write it differently, maybe, so that
where he
not in
doesn't
it.
show up. He's really like he does have some parts where he like shows up at her house, but maybe they could rewrite some things.
Probably be another one.
Yeah, no, it's too.
But I didn't even like. I didn't like her as that character.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't really like trying not to be a hater.
So there's
I'm a girl's girl. Okay.
There's this movie that she was in, like the Boston one, where they're robbing banks, and is that the movie? I don't know.
I mean, loved her in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
I don't think I saw that, but there's this one, the Boston movie, and she's like, it's Ben Affleck's like movie, and he's in it, and I think it's
Serena. Sorry, is it like back in the day?
No.
Oh.
But she's like a drug addict.
Oh.
And she played that role very well. Like she did a good job in that movie. And that was the last movie I'd seen her in.
Well, did you watch Gossip Girl?
No.
Me either.
No.
And a lot of people are like, what? When I say that, but I didn't. I think I understand the lore, but I also, I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't know. But I'm not really like a network TV show girl.
Yeah,
I've always
that's me
been
too.
Like the
because it's like a
HBO
CBS.
series. Yeah.
Right?
Like if it's on CBS, ABC, NBC, like, and if it's got commercial breaks, I cannot watch it.
Yeah, but it's on Netflix now.
Yeah. So
maybe I'll try it.
The style of it, even without the commercials, like this commercial break sitcom, whatever drama, like style.
Yeah.
I cannot get into it unless
it's
a
the
comedy.
Acting?
I think,
it's too corny.
It's like acting, like the fact they have to like write in a commercial break.
Yeah.
Just something about it's not like.
Did you watch Sex and the City?
No.
Neither did I.
Can't.
I didn't even try.
Yeah.
Because people keep telling me to, and maybe that's it too. Maybe I'm not a TV network girl, and I just didn't even realize it because I'm like, I don't know. I just never watched it.
Yeah.
Like Gilmore Girls, and everyone's like, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Nope.
I have seen Friends, like comedies.
Comedies I can do. Like Modern Family, Avi.
Yeah.
Best show. And then like what was the other? Oh, like This Is Us even.
Yeah. Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
New Girl.
I've never watched New Girl.
You would like it.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny.
And yeah, even a lot of those comedies I never could get into. But yeah. So don't have any plans to watch Gossip Girl. I don't. But I saw a clip on TikTok of like a Gossip Girl clip, and it looked so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
What was her character? Do you know? Was she like a snooty?
She was like a snooty, stuck up girl.
So she like played it well.
Yeah. And then I heard also that like her and her co-star Leighton Meester, who's married to
Adam Brody,
like do not talk. So that like they don't like each other, or they don't get along, or had a falling out or something.
Were Adam Brody and Leighton Meester on the OC together?
I don't think Leighton Meester was on the OC.
Okay, but
they were both like popular shows at the same time. Okay. I did watch the OC. I loved that.
I did watch the OC too.
Yeah. But I was like a teenager. Well, I guess I don't know when Gossip Girl was out, but
I think it was when I was a teenager.
Okay.
So you were a little older.
That a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
New music releases. Did you listen to the Mac Miller album?
Yes. It's really good.
I haven't listened to it yet. They had like, what's the story behind that?
So I think he had, they'll do a lot of like albums. I forget what they call them, like posthumously or something when people die, and then they'll still release like I don't know who, their family or something like will release an album after they're dead. So you're like, but it's just like stuff they've
unreleased stuff.
Just unreleased stuff.
Well,
so,
I know
that, but he had the whole album already recorded and like ready to go.
Okay.
He just had never released it.
Okay. I wonder.
Yeah, I think just maybe they like, I don't know if there's like a timeline schedule they have to follow with their record label. Like they can't release certain things, or I don't really know why they don't. Maybe they just make too much. Kind of like how Beyonce had like 30 songs she made for her album and didn't put like half of them on there. So I think it's like that.
Okay.
Like they just have a bunch of extra stuff that didn't make it on an album.
Man, so who gets the money?
Probably their like estate, like, which is probably usually their family.
Yeah.
Like I think the Beatles even might have or I don't know. I think, does Michael Jackson have a whole album that came out after he?
So I know a couple people have.
Like Beatles, Michael Jackson, I think. So
another rapper too. I just can't remember who.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really good. And then SZA, the like longer version of her last album came out.
Yes.
Recently.
I have listened to that.
And I'm like a SZA fan lately. I never really I liked her big songs. I liked them, but like now I don't know. I've just been feeling her lately before the movie. But I think it was that like deluxe album drop that I heard a couple things on there, and I've just been listening to her a lot lately.
Yeah, I love her. I listened to her SOS album.
Yeah.
I think her first one was Control.
Okay.
So no, I started with Control and then liked like a handful of songs on there, and then really loved SOS, and then really also loved, what is it called?
I think Alana.
So see, sometimes I just want to talk to them. Like, why didn't you just make a new album? Like,
I know,
whole
like,
another album.
A lot of them, I don't know.
How you have a deluxe version of SOS, but named it Alana?
No, Lana, like
Lana?
Lana. But I think it might be like in parentheses, because a lot of them will be like the album name, and then in parentheses is like the deluxe version will have like something added in. Like what was Taylor Swift? She does this a lot, where she has like the album.
like
and
from
then
the
she'll
vault.
Yeah, or like
Because how many songs was it?
extra ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like 6 to 8, I think.
That could have been an album. Huh.
But maybe it's just like, this was the vibe. Don't know, like, don't want to just be like, so it basically is another album. It's just all together.
Yeah.
They're basically releasing another album. They're just like tacking it on.
Crazy with
it's probably like all the same vibe. Like they might want to go a different direction for their next album and that won't like,
Yeah. Because then people will be like, it just all sound the same.
Yeah. But it's like, I recorded these when I was recording these other songs. So it kind of, they all fit together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to pretend I'm doing a whole new album. It's probably something with the creative process.
Yeah,
like
the creative
kind of get it. Like you're releasing like a collection of like paintings or like clothes that you designed. Like it's all like together. It's all its own like collection. So, but they just, I don't know why they don't release it all. I probably to like get the hype up. And
see
then
how it does.
Yeah, and then like re-hype
soft
it later.
Launch.
Yeah, it's a soft launch.
Yeah, I'd love to know if anyone knows. Kendrick Lamar, love his album. I'm still playing it.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for his Super Bowl. And she's going to be there.
Yeah.
They're also going on tour. Would love to be able to afford that. I know. They're going to Detroit, and you know how that was when we saw Beyonce in Detroit.
Do you think they're going to bring anyone else out at Super Bowl?
I don't know. I'm trying to think like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they could bring anyone out, but I have no idea who it would be. I was thinking like I wonder if he'll bring her out. They have like 3 songs together, and then it was announced. They should have just saved it for a surprise.
She's actually on a song with on Mac Miller's album.
Oh, really?
That they did a while ago.
Oh,
so like
cool.
I guess she knew him. Like she had worked with him. So that I wish like he was still around to work with her now, because they both have such cool styles.
Yeah, I love Mac Miller.
Yeah. He was ahead of his time for sure.
I was gonna say he was a huge Donald Trump hater, if you didn't know.
He was
huge.
I don't know if I knew that.
I think he has a whole song.
Really?
Yeah, about it. We'll have to explore.
Because when
later.
did he die?
I think he died like right around like 2016, 2017.
So like right when he got elected.
Yeah. I don't know if he saw him get elected. Now I need to know.
Yeah. Timelines are blending together. Yeah. The older you get, like I'm like, wait.
Oh, 2018.
Okay.
2018.
So he was around.
Oh, his birthday is January 19th. Just passed.
Oh yeah, I knew that because I saw
and you saw some stuff.
They did something for his birthday. Yeah.
Me and him were born in the same year, in 92. So he would have just turned 33.
Did they? I think they released his album on that.
On his birthday?
His birthday, maybe. Or right around there. Maybe it was his birthday, yeah.
Passed September 7th, 2018. So a couple days after your B-Day.
Yeah, that's Beyonce's birthday. No, hers is the 6th. No, hers is the 4th.
4th.
Yeah.
Before yours.
Okay.
Speaking of Donald Trump, what did you think of the inauguration? Why didn't he put his hand on the Bible? Don't they? I thought that was a rule, or he just gets to do what he wants.
He does what he wants.
Yeah, he does what he wants.
Melania is out.
Yes, the hamburger. I actually am, she's growing on me. She really is.
She's funny.
Like, I have no problems.
Yeah,
with
no
her,
problem
really.
with her.
Except when she did wear that very insensitive jacket. Wasn't it like Go Home or something? I'll have to find it. And she was like at a detention camp, or not a detention camp. I'm getting into German Nazis now.
Well, no, like she wore it to like
what do you call them?
Detention.
Is it a detention camp?
Yeah.
They still call it that?
No, you're thinking of concentration camp, but it's not.
Yes, it's not a
yet.
Yeah. So
wait, she wore a jacket that said "Go Home." to the detention center?
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting it. Her jacket said, "Really don't care, do you?" To somewhere like where she shouldn't have worn that, and I'm pretty sure it was like a detention center.
Yeah. But she also
English
is her second
I don't blame her for it. Like that was like the worst thing she's done for me.
I just like, I don't know. She's just whatever. She's just there.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like she's just she just wants to be on a beach.
Yeah.
Like she's just like
is not expecting. That's the best part about her is she just seems like, God, this again.
Yeah. Which like, I get it. Like it's exhausting.
Yeah. She just wanted to like,
she
marry
did her time.
An old rich man.
She did her time.
Live it out. Now she's like the first lady.
Again. Again. Like, that is his slogan.
Yeah. And
Gotta
then
do everything again.
Yeah. And then like when the video of her like having to decorate the
house.
Too funny.
For Christmas.
Yeah, she just seems like she just wanted to get her bag and now she's got like way too many responsibilities and I feel for her.
Yeah, like could you imagine? Like your husband's like, yeah, I'm gonna run for president. And you're like, God damn. Excuse me? Like what? I mean, being first lady, like it has its perks, but
only if you're like into that.
Yeah. And does she even get paid? Or is she doing tasks for her husband?
Well, I think they usually like take on roles. Don't know if they get paid for them. I don't know how that all works.
Like they have to. They always have an initiative, right?
Yeah, they always like do things.
Yeah. What did she do?
She had something. I can't remember.
Because Michelle had.
She's like healthy eating.
Yes.
Queen. She had a lot, but she was in politics. Like she's in that world.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine like not being. You're like.
Yeah. Oh, hers is be best.
Be best.
I love it.
Be best.
Be best. Focusing on children, encouraging children to be their best.
Okay.
Social emotional.
Okay. Is this a pro?
Whatever. She's probably like, how can I, it's like me sometimes at work, like, how can I look like I'm doing something?
Be best.
Like, yeah, can you guys just put something together for me that looks good and like I'm not actually gonna do anything for it? Because like, okay, online safety.
Okay.
She's probably just like
just for the kids. Just like making the kids.
But I think she's literally just doing the bare minimum. Which as you should. Like
Jill Biden is the founder of Biden Breast Health Initiative.
Okay. Biden what?
Breast health.
Oh, breast health. Okay.
Which, when was the last time you got a when do you get to get those mammograms?
I should
probably get one.
No, you don't start till like 40.
Oh.
I think you were supposed to get your first one at 40. But you should be getting a breast exam.
Okay, that's what I think I need. An exam.
Smears.
I need an exam.
Yeah. You can do at-home ones.
Well, sometimes I'm like,
yeah, I know it's too
there's
scary.
There's some lumps.
Yeah.
Like
I'd rather have the gyno
leave
do
that to the professionals.
You should be getting your checkup once a year.
Yeah, I haven't in like 3. I know. I need to go.
That's not good.
Yeah, this is making. Well, I need health insurance.
Oh yeah,
too.
True.
I was going to Planned Parenthood because they did them for very cheap, and
yes, but
the man took it.
He's taking it all.
So
Indiana's going buck wild with
Planned Parenthood is not just for schmorshans.
Not just for those.
It's for breast exams,
health, cheap women's health, affordable,
yes, affordable
women's health. I have insurance, so I get like the free one.
Yes,
every year.
Yes,
preventative, but no mammogram yet.
So when you're 40. And then how often do you have to get them?
I don't know. I think every year, or maybe it's like every 2. I don't know.
We'll have to ask Jill.
Yes.
She was also the co-founder of Book Buddies program.
Oh, okay.
Wonder what that is.
Go
on. She's also co-founder with Michelle Obama.
Oh.
of joining forces, which it doesn't say what that is.
Yeah.
I would love to see like all the things all the first ladies have done.
Yeah, like going back.
Yeah, like all of like
all
well,
the initiatives.
George Washington.
What did Martha do?
But was that his sister? Is that how it? What? Or was that? Didn't someone have a sister as their first lady? Like, what do you have to be married? What if you're not? Do single men run for president?
I do not know. I'm looking up First Lady initiatives, and Lou Henry Hoover was refurbishing of the White House.
Okay.
Eleanor Roosevelt was women's rights, but she was a baddie.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Kennedy was White House restoration and the arts. So she was like an artsy princess.
Yeah.
Pat Nixon was volunteerism. Okay.
Where?
I don't know. They're just like coming up on the. But yeah, so I guess it's a thing. Have all presidents been married? No, not all. James Buchanan was never married.
So who was the first lady?
So I guess you just don't have one. Easy peasy. Yeah.
I could have sworn someone had their sister or like their girlfriend or daughter or something.
I don't know about
like
that.
It wasn't their wife.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But okay, so back to her outfit because I was watching live, which I was like, I don't want to give the viewership, the numbers.
Well, that was one thing I love about TikTok Live is that you don't give the viewership
and I don't even know how that works anymore these days with all the streaming and stuff. But I was like, it's it's history and I gotta stay current, and I just want like if we're talking shit later, like I need to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I need content. I need to stay informed. So when he went to give her the kiss, they were like this far away.
And did you see?
She just like that's how they always kiss. Yeah. Like I don't think they kiss anymore.
Yeah. Because did you see how when some like governor or someone from in LA met them on like what is it called? The tarp when they come
tarmac.
off the tarmac. Mm-hmm. And she straight up like was all up on his cheek. Like and he was cute too. Like
yeah.
So
I was like, okay, Melania, relatable queen.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's fine with me. I mean, I feel like she didn't want any of this or ask for it, so I'm not going to hate on you. Like, you do what you do. She came out like in support of abortion, right?
I know, so and I'm so confused.
I want like Donald Trump, explain how you hate immigrants, but your wife is an immigrant. Like, riddle me.
Because she did it legally. That's what they say. But like, okay, she had the privilege to do it. It was easy for her.
Yeah.
It's not always so easy.
Yeah. Like, make it easy.
Yeah, make it so easy.
These people.
Make it so quick, so easy. So everyone can do it.
Make a good process so you can see the bad ones coming in or whatever, because I don't think it is easy. So like other people have to sneak in and all this shit. So
I know my ass would be sneaking in.
It's just racism.
Yeah.
But like explain to me. And like Elon, immigrant.
JD Vance is white and she was born in America, but her parents like
immigrants.
You don't care about your in-laws?
Yeah, just I don't understand. I guess they could just be like, yeah, they came here.
I just don't think he likes Mexican immigrants. No. That's it. Any other but the Mexicans.
Yeah. So it's just crazy how it's just like, yep, that's what it is. And hey.
And why is he just allowed to rename the Gulf of Mexico?
Well, apparently it can be renamed.
Just nobody thought to do it.
Yeah, like no, like who the fuck cares? But like, yeah, like it can be renamed. There's
what
like
else can you rename?
Because you can rename like bodies of water and stuff, but it has to be like voted on by people, by like a certain amount of people and stuff. I read about it before because I was like, how is this happening?
He's like, I will run.
Yeah.
But I must be able to rename.
Like, who put
Can
that
you
on his
rename
radar?
states?
I don't think it's states. I think it's more like
He
mountain
starts naming,
ranges.
like Trumpville and like Trump Mountain.
I'm naming Washington, D.C.
Trump Mountain.
Trumpville. Like he'd have some lame name. Trump City.
Trumpville is good.
No, but you can rename like mountain ranges and like
Mount Trump. It's like all Trump's space.
Yeah. Such a cartoon. Like everything about him.
Yeah.
Because okay, so mountain ranges have been renamed and like other things have been renamed because like even in the US to like change insensitive names or like change them back to like what they were before colonialism and stuff. Like there's been some mountains and things that have like been given their original names instead of, I think it was like Mount McKinley, but that might be in Canada.
Wasn't he talking about making Canada a state?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
And then did the Prime Minister of Canada, he quit because of someone in Canada?
Yeah, he like, so their elections and their whole process is a little different because I had to look this up because I was like, what? And he just like stepped down as the leader of the party because they don't elect like prime ministers. They elect, like the people elect parties and then their leader is like the prime minister. So he stepped down as the leader of his party. So like if his party gets reelected, there'll be a different person who's prime minister. It's something like that. That was because of like things happening in Canada, like public opinions. People weren't happy with him and like stuff like that. But I don't really know why he got like a hard on for Canada all of a sudden. I think just someone must have pissed him off and he's like, yeah, I'll take over Canada.
Yeah.
But I know like Greenland.
Well, did you see the video of him signing all these orders?
No.
Like he's like, what is this one? Oh, all right. Like just signing while he doesn't even know what it is. I'm like, what are you doing? It was wild. So now I think
Greenland
he's just like,
has like a military base. So I think that's why he like wanted Greenland for something with like military or war or whatever. But it's funny because that's like under like Denmark's territory.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, yeah, I think at this point he's just doing whatever he wants and
for
like
a reaction almost, or
yeah,
like seeing
just,
what can
seeing
stick.
what sticks, just throwing stuff out and seeing what sticks.
We gave him a mile.
Yeah.
So he's going to take everything.
Yeah. But enough about him.
Yeah. Inauguration was a historical event where.
Yeah. And I had to go do something like right when he was coming on too, but it was like boring. But did they have a ball?
I think they always do.
Yeah.
It's the inauguration
ball.
Who
like sung at the ball?
Is that where Billy Ray Cyrus was?
Oh my God. What was up with that?
What is he okay? He's not well.
I thought that was a joke. I thought so they didn't like remove the background track and just have his voice. It was him a cappella doing that.
Yes. They said something like, I read something like, he was like stalling for something. But like I don't know really much of anything, but the memes were great.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I was confused, like there was a crypto ball or something. Like what was Snoop Dogg do? There was just like too many events.
Yeah.
At the same time where I'm like,
yeah,
what's happening?
I just remember seeing like the ball and like they have a dance with the first lady.
Yes,
and then there's like a big like Beyonce at Obama's. I don't know who did.
Well, the YMCA people.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
The Village people.
They're allowed to dress and drag, but
were they dressed in drag at the thing?
I mean, they have their little costumes.
Yeah, but did they wear them?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Yes, I saw the one dude has the like Native American, which is super like offensive. And
Kid Rock, of course. But like, who sang the slow song that they danced? Did him and Melania even dance?
I don't know.
Or she was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think last year they just had like music playing.
The
last time he took over.
Oh, the last time. No, I don't know. I can't look it up right now. It's too much, but TikTok
I didn't see
ban.
12-hour ban.
That was wild.
That was abusive. That was abusive for sure.
It was.
Yeah, I felt like I was in an abusive relationship and they were like, I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
I'm through with you. I'm done.
They're like,
goodbye.
They kept like mentioning Trump, which was weird.
Yeah, the propaganda was insane.
Yeah. So then I'm like, did Trump I think
was that his plan all along?
I think he just saw an opportunity and took it.
Because wasn't it his idea to ban it?
Yeah. So I think he's like, oh, everyone.
They forgot.
He probably forgot he even said that.
Yeah.
And then I think once it was getting close, he's like, oh, I know. I'll save TikTok and
But what did they have to do to save it?
I think he just asked, or someone asked for like a stall, like a pause they're still going to come back and like revisit something about it.
And like that's our biggest problem right now.
Not at all.
I know somebody was kind of broke it down on the internet about like how it is about money. Yeah. Because like it's not an American app.
Yeah.
So there's like no money in it.
Yeah.
And then they throw in the data for like a scapegoat.
Yeah. I think it's both. I think they want our data instead of having it. They want like the money to be like they want some billionaire to just get richer off of it. But I kind of think the Chinese TikTok guy is like falling into the whole Trump, like the billionaire group.
He's being propagandaed.
It seems like he's like going over to the.
Oh no, they got him.
The way he's like praising Trump. I don't know. Maybe he won't, but.
No, he probably is very much. He was praising him.
Well, on all the things.
Oh, just like thank you to Donald Trump. I thought like he came out.
Well,
and
he
like,
did make a video thanking him as well.
No.
Yeah. So he's probably like falling into that.
Or maybe he's just doing it to save the app. Let's hope.
Let's hope. Because Chinese people are very loyal to their government and stuff.
They are.
So like, I don't know.
We know a guy.
We have inside source.
And they love that government.
They love China and more power to them. But like TikTok CEO is probably just like whatever the Chinese president guy is feeling, like he's on board with that. So it's like if him and Trump are getting along, cool. But I don't know. So we'll see. To be continued for TikTok.
What do you have to say about the wildfires? How does a wildfire start if you don't just start it yourself? I don't understand. Did Smokey the Bear teach us this? How to prevent wildfires?
Well, yeah, because I know like they can be started on accident. How? Just like like people have a fire and like it gets out of control,
the obvious.
You're like flicking a cigarette.
Or the obvious.
Like they can be started and then the conditions like make it turn into a wildfire because it's so dry and stuff. So I think that's usually how it starts, unless like maybe there's like a lightning that like sparks
electrocutes or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, could you imagine being the one to accidentally start the wildfire?
Yeah, because there was talk about that they do think somebody may have started part of it or all of it.
Is that part of the conspiracy with they want to like hide Diddy files or something? Like
probably. Someone
started the fire to like
probably
burn.
I'm sure that's a theory.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I had heard someone might be like charged with arson.
They caught the guy.
They are like looking into it or something. But I don't know how credible that is and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. And maybe people don't even know how wildfires start because by the time you get there, like, how can you know?
And like, why are you just in the woods out there? Because it's like a national park.
Well, no, I think they're like, they can start in like more residential areas, I think.
And then like spread.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. The videos were crazy.
They were.
So I guess just the conditions. And then I saw something about like that native people used to have like controlled burns. And then the US government was like, no, you can't do that anymore, of course, because they're like,
very on par.
One thing about the government is like, they are predictable.
Yeah. They're going to take some shit away.
Like, yes, like do all the wrong things.
Yeah.
Like US government has a very strong history of just like making terrible calls. Yeah, so I think I had seen
need a rebrand.
Something about it. Oh my God, please rebrand.
Start with the Supreme Court.
Please. Like, can we just start over? But
so they pulled out to protect something to protect the wildfires.
Yeah, like
that the Native Americans
didn't let the natives like do when they were taking all the land from them. They were like, well, we do these controlled burns. It didn't go down like this, but like they're like, we do these controlled burns, and they're like, well, no, that's a stupid idea because like that'll just start fires. And they're like, you don't understand. Like we know this land.
We know this land.
We've been here.
This land is our
thousands
land.
of years, and you're just coming in here thinking you know, and you don't. And they're like, whatever, we're gonna do it our way. And now they're like having all these issues.
Yeah,
because you need to really like work with the land.
Yeah. You need to listen
Mother
to
Nature is stronger than you. Yeah, there was another video I'd seen about like, why does the US build like wooden houses? They're so easily like Three Little Pigs. Come on. Yeah. Like a lot of people have like concrete houses or like bricks, and like they're just like, you have all these wooden houses in like a high fire area.
Yeah.
You doing like
so
build with the land, like you gotta work with the land, not against. Now we're just getting all messed up.
I couldn't even imagine just like your house just like burned to a crisp.
It's crazy. Or just like leaving and not knowing if it's gonna burn down, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, all my stuff's gone. My whole life.
Did you watch Spencer Pratt?
A little bit.
Because Heidi, I didn't realize like they put him out to be the villain in The Hills, but like he like is just he like loves his wife, supports his wife, loves his family, like he's just like a good solid family man.
I think he really like grew up a lot since The Hills. I think in The Hills, like,
but he was also like 20. Like, why are we villainizing a child?
They needed a villain, and he was like he
plays a good
because he's he was probably
sarcastic
like,
and witty,
exactly,
and
like Scott Disick
vibes,
like,
but I definitely love Spencer Pratt.
That was cool.
And he got even like it was like before the TikTok ban, so it was like, we just lost our fire, please stream my wife's song. Like all these people were streaming her songs, like make money. It was cool. Even though I don't like more billionaires, but the millionaires are like ugh. So like I hate to, but it was like a cool like journey,
because I don't think they're all like that well off. But it's crazy to think about, because I've seen a structure fire in real life once, and like you would not think how intense it is until you actually see one.
Are you talking about the one on our deck?
No.
Wait, what do you mean a structure fire?
Like a structure on fire.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Because in this case, it wasn't a house; it was sun-kissed.
Oh,
and I saw it like burning on fire. So like house fire, business fire, like when
so
a
you were
large
not there when
structure-
our wooden deck caught on fire, and it like
I
because
think I remember.
I don't
that.
something with the grill. I don't know what happened.
But even that, like, okay, that's scary. But if you see an actual like building or house on fire, it's very intense.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think maybe because of the movies, it doesn't. There's like people running around in the house while it's on fire, so you don't think it's as scary as it is. It's scary. So I just can imagine like a whole like row of houses like that, and you're just like, shit.
How do they just stop? Like,
there's videos of like helicopters dumping water on, and I think it just like reaches an end point where it can't spread anymore in some areas, but some of it just goes and goes and goes.
Like, are they still going on?
I don't know. Not sure.
That's wild.
Yeah, so it's scary. I feel bad for the rich people because like it sucks.
Yeah,
and
it's
scary. It sucks. So that's traumatic. But you also like you do have the resources. Most of them. I know there's also like normal, regular people that sucks for, but like most of them do have the resources to
like if it was anywhere
get a new house.
but California, like it would be way more devastating. Like the New Orleans, the Hurricane Katrina, like that was disgusting work.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well.
Is that it?
So we're like a little over an hour and a half. Or no.
I think you're too far from your mic.
We're I'm getting too comfy cozy. Ready for bed.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Yes. So I think that's it.
Stay tuned for episode 6.
We'll do an episode 6 sooner than this last break. Maybe we'll have a special guest or two.
Yes, that would be fun.
In the form of
I do have
another sissy and a niece.
Oh yeah, we saw them.
Tab and Crystal.
We saw them on another.
We see you.
Another show. We have room. I also have a Midwest millennial, not a mom. She's a dog mom. She's coming to visit soon though.
Who?
Her Carrie.
Oh,
okay. She said she'd love to podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're accepting.
Yes. Let us know in the comments if you want to be on our show.
Our listeners.
Not all at once.
Yeah.
Can only keep up with so many comments. We're busy.
All right.
We
had to go get our producer.
That's a wrap. Cut.